John Rigolo, Spec International. Today on the Spec Show, I'm going to talk about personal protective equipment. I'm going to focus on what you would wear responding out to maybe on a deployment. I'm going to go out and do some wide area searches. And I'm also going to take a look at some of the equipment we would wear to respond to a collapse. All right, so when we talk about personal protective equipment, it's really head to toe. And that's what we're going to cover here today. So we'll start at the head and we'll talk about helmets. So we have a number of helmets that are out there on the market, right? So you can pretty much pick any type of helmet that you want. What has really gained popularity the last couple of years, though, has been some of the lighter helmets. So like you have the cast helmet here. Of course, I got a pestle headlamp on it, because any helmet you have, you need to have some sort of lighting. What's truly gained popularity the last couple of years would be the Team Wendy helmets. I know our task force, Virginia Task Force 2, this is what we've been wearing for the most part, and we really like that helmet. And what's really nice about this helmet, unlike the cast helmet, this helmet is multifunctional, so I can wear it at a collapse. I can wear it for rope rescue, trench rescue, things like that. And if I had to go into the water environment, I simply would remove these covers here. That's what allow the helmet to drain. So it's very important for a helmet, particularly in that water environment, to be able to drain. So that's what that helmet is designed for, as a multifunctional helmet. So we really like those. Plus they breathe really well when you're working in the heat like we were in Florida just a couple of weeks ago. So that's the helmets that you'll see out there. And of course, I go back to this. Every helmet that you wear should have a light on it, so you can work hands-free with the light, working in those limited light environments. Then, of course, we're going to go to everything in between. We talk about when you respond out, particularly on wide area searches, you could wear this really nice, heavy tech gear. A lot like our fire gear, but a little bit lighter. The issue with that's going to be, though, it's pretty heavy. So if you're out in the area doing wide area searches, doing a lot of walking, it's probably not the best gear to wear unless it's really cold outside. So we tell our guys often, and our gals that are out there doing the wide area searches, hey, let's dress appropriately. Let's wear a helmet, let's wear boots, we'll wear pants, long sleeve shirts, eye protection, typically sunglasses because of the daytime searches, and let's dress like that to protect ourselves. Then of course we'll have staged additional PPE as needed, whether it's our tech gear, maybe you're wearing a pair of comfortable boots for doing wide area searches, and then you carry some structural boots to wear for working that collapse should you come across one. And let's go to the boots. So this is just a pair of well-worn, been around to a few collapses in the last couple of years of Hikes boots. My favorite, but Lowe makes a really good boot, so a lot of good boots here. But when we look at a boot, one is going to be, hey, you want something that provides you some good foot protection, so it's going to have a safety shank in it, if you will. It's going to have a safety toe. Popular now are the zippers. So again, you just want a good, comfortable boot. And I guess a true tip would also be, don't let a deployment be the first time you wear your boots. That's just a recipe for blisters on your feet, right? So break the boots in, get them well broken in, get them waterproofed, and make sure they're good and broken in and comfortable for spending many, many hours in your boots when working at that collapse, particularly when you're doing 12-hour shifts. Some of the tips I tell some of my younger guys who are coming on, they're new on the team: socks. When you get socks, don't wear cotton. Go to some sort of smart wool sock that's out there. And this is a get what you pay for thing. If you don't pay a lot of money for the socks, you're not going to get good wear out of them. You need something that's going to wick the sweat away from your feet, and that's the difference in being comfortable or uncomfortable at a long deployment. So that's our heads to our feet. We have our tech gear, and then of course we move over into, well, obviously we've got a little bit of respiratory protection, just very basic respiratory protection, an N95 mask. Pays dividends, particularly when searching into homes that have been maybe flooded, right? And you've got all the mold and things like that in those homes. That one simple little mask right there pays a dividend, and won't keep cutting the odors down, but stopping that mold and stuff from getting into your respiratory system. Of course, hearing protection, working around loud equipment, or maybe you're sleeping in the area where you got a whole bunch of people and somebody's snoring, but hearing protection, way important as well. So just a simple earplug stuffed into your pocket, into your go bag, pays a dividend, and it keeps you to where you can rest, but also protects the hearing when you're using some of the different equipment. At a collapse response, we're often going to work with saws. We're going to work with torches. We have a bunch of different equipment there. So I have laid out here our different torch equipment. So one of the things that we've become very big on, one is obviously wearing the right type of jackets. So we have the leather burning jackets, kind of a cotton or linen type of a burning jacket, a little bit softer, a little heavier, a little bit more durable, and it's going to protect you from the slag and the sparks and things like that. Hand wear for when you're doing burning. Obviously, these nice blue gloves provide you good protection of the hand, but also comes up and keeps from exposing the cuffs, so you don't have a spot there for slag or sparks to get into as well. Now, these will stop, or they'll limit heat transfer, but not stop it. So if I'm resting this onto the steel that I'm cutting, you're going to feel heat transfer through the gloves. And we'll see these gloves will become darkened or even misformed, if you will, or disshaped because of the heat applied to the gloves. So you gotta be careful with these. Here at the collapse class, over the years, we've had a couple of injuries associated with sparks going into one's ears. So one way to eliminate that is to wear a Nomex hood. So anytime we do a burning operation, we'll put a hood on. Now, this is not my frontline fire department or fire response hood. This is just an older hood that is dedicated to our torch operations. So we'll wear a hood as well. Another thing that we'll do is we'll put ear pro in while we're doing torch operations. I've had a couple of times where the students have taken a piece of slag or spark into the ear and burned the tympanic nerve or the eardrum. Obviously painful, requires you to go to the doctors and get medicine to fix that. So not something that we want to do. So we'll wear our right levels of personal protective. When it comes to using torches, eyewear. Very, very important. At a minimum, you want shade 5 glasses, and that's what these are. And of course, besides being shade 5, they have side protection, top protection, and even on the bottom they have protection, so sparks or slag can't go up and get into the eye. And of course, they're adjustable. Probably not the most fashionable glasses out there, but they serve a function. And that function is to keep the slag from going into your eyes. Also, watching burning going on will do damage to the eye as well. So you just can't wear the regular sunglasses. They have to be shade 5 sunglasses, or shade 5 glasses for burning. So just a number of different things. We tell our guys and gals that go out and do this type of work, hey, you're going to be doing construction work, dress like a construction worker. Appropriate foot attire, appropriate head attire, long sleeve, durable clothing, something that's comfortable for long hours of work. And then you up or down that level of PPE based upon need. That's it for a very basic introduction to personal protective equipment for USAR responses, wide area searches, collapse work. I'm John Rigola with the Spec Show.
To find out more information about Spec International, your solutions expert, give us a call at 757-468-4513 or check out our website at www.specrescue.com.